So we are going to start our group discussion. Our topic is we should talk more about men's right. So start.
Yes, definitely. I think we are living in a female dominant society. Definitely, there is a lot more sympathy for females, but this is not true, according to me. Because if we see the practical scenario, I think most of the men are facing a lot of trouble in their family life, physically and mentally. Definitely, lot of there are a small portion of female who are facing actual problem, but the number of those females are very less. But we are not talking about. I mean, we are completely ignoring about all men. There are a lot of men who actually want to raise their voice and want to express their feelings about how they are feeling day to day. But nobody is there to listen to their voice. I think the total concept of feminism is not clear to us. We are talking more about the self-confident and self-established women. But when we are talking about a family, then we can see that most of the men are earning the livelihood, and definitely women are to some extent they are contributing, but they are taking the advantages. So I think this should definitely be stopped. And before some days, I was reading about acid attack victims, and that article was completely about females who are actually the victim of this acid attack. This is true, but there are also a portion of men who are the victim of acid attack. Their wives or girlfriends are doing these kind of things to them, but I don't think that most of the people in our society are aware of that. We are only thinking that acid attack is only happening to women, but this is not true. And another thing I want to mention that uh, in family, if we see the rate of divorce, definitely it is increasing day by day. But if we talk to men, most of the men don't want divorce. They want a happy and peaceful family, and for to get that, they are ready to sacrifice their everything. I mean, when a divorce is getting filed, the family of women is talking about the alumni and etc. I mean, they are asking for huge amount of money. But if, for example, if they have a child, then men are ready to pay that money so that they can see only a glimpse of that child. So it is totally psychological torture. I don't think it is right. We should definitely talk more about these in our society so that people can get aware of that. And if women can ask money after divorce, then why not men? Because they are also losing their everything after the divorce. Men are not going to get that much respect in society. They are not going to get another chance of marrying other women. So definitely we should think about this so that we men can also get the proper respect that we deserve.
We are in 21st century, and in this present situation we all are talking a lot about feminism and women's right. Apart from that, men's rights are also very much important for our society, because if any one of them is being neglected, so the society will not be able to go smoothly. Earlier it was a thinking that the women are suitable for their domestic works and their home, and the men are suitable for their workplace. But nowadays the scenario is totally changed, and the men and women both are working, and they are successful in their own field. But nowadays the men are also the victim of the domestic violence, and the laws are mainly for the women, and most of the cases it is against the men. And that's why I'm not talking about the every cases, but most of the cases the women are filed the false case towards their husband or the other men. And here one thing I want to mention, that after divorce the women are asked for women are asking for alimony from their ex-husband. But although the women are also working, so I don't think that it is right. And after the divorce, it is a big question of the custody of their child. And most of the cases it is told that the custody should be given to their mother. But both the mother and father are working, so if the mother can get the custody of her child, so the father also can be able to get the custody. And the story of the men and their sorrowness is always shaded, and the women's are win all the cases. So I don't think this is good for our society. And in our country, we are not familiar, or we are not talking a lot about the men's rights. But in US people, there are a lot of people who are very much aware of that. And few years ago, they started a campaign about the men's rights. And definitely, so this is also important for our society. And so I think there should not be any discrimination about the men and women. And I believe that there should be equal opportunity, the equal rights and equal respect for all the men and women, and that will be helpful for our society also.
Yes, actually, in the past, we see that our country was believed in the masculine society, but now in this 21st century, our country is started to believe in the feminism. So I think that it is a in past women were not working in the outside, so they were just suitable for the domestic work. So and now our in this present century, in this present era, women are going to outside, and they are going to working and earning for themselves. So they are thinking about themselves. And we so that's why I think that they were in the past, the women were the mainly attacked by the domestic violence. So for this reason, I think that today feminism or women's right, we more talk about this. So but nowadays it is happening that for we are talking more about women's right, and for this reason men's right are we are not talking about men's right. This is the kind of abolished from the society. So both are equally important for our society. Both mental health, physical health are important for our society, because women, men, their parents, both are important for a child's custody or something. So after what Pritindu told that women's are women's getting alimony from their husbands after a divorce. So men will be obviously claim that they will take the alimony from their wives, because their wives also working. So and nowadays it is also happening that many of the girls or many of the women are taking advantage of their laws, because if they are not attacking or harassing men, they are not suffering from harassment or domestic violence or any kind of harassment. But then but still they are just blaming the men. They are just putting the blame in their on their opposite person. So I think that we should talk more about men's rights.
Yes, you have told very rightly. I have nothing more to tell. But at the present, we should think about this because it is the right time to think. Feminism is very much good. Everybody, whether it is male or female, should get the equal benefits or equal, they will enjoy the equal rights. It is very good and it is acceptable to all of us. But it is the administrative people, it is our society who are highlighting them that they are weak, there will be the special seat in the bus. So it is highlighted. So if they are equal, so why there will be special arrangement special for them? One thing. 2005, Section 3, a law passed, that is you mentioned domestic violence special act, special law for protection of women. Why not for special act for protection of men? There is no special act for protecting men. What we can do, refer, not for everybody. So many men candidates are not are unable to raise their voice against the injustice. But if it is women, it is being taken very carefully and they are getting good judgment. So I think there should not be any discrimination in it. Any discrimination in domestic violence, they will get the facility first for protection of women, and there will be why there is no law for special protection of men. If there is feminism, if there is equal rights for both female and female, so they are not looking. When question of taking any benefit, they are telling we are female, so we should get first. So then you are female. In the working place, you are working. In case, in respect of alimony, what we told that they are taking the benefit of the law. That unless it is totally clear, the case is going on, they will get everything. Alimony. So if the wife is also service person, service holder, so why he will demand that? In specific case, definitely they should get. But why the men will not get in this case? So there is so many discrimination, and the men are not getting good judgment. So at conclusion, we are telling that definitely it is the high time to talk more about the men's right, so that we can maintain the equality among male and female. Thank you.